You know, Razor, BKB, Monkey King, very quick BKB, Centaur with the pipe. Like, we expect BB to be aggressive, but still there's time for them to come online, right? Like, you need Alk to get to Radiance +1, you need Beastmaster to get to that Aghanims.
And this game is no exception, so Chen, at his whim, can just summon a mana burning creep, effectively, and that is arguably in most cases the most lane-focused creep you can have, so obviously the reason why you take it, save. But blinding light, but
eventually
he didn't miss.
Does happen, yeah.
So what's the blind chance again on level? It's 40% on all levels, so okay.
And the fact that he gets that kill without even Jingu as a skill on the hero,
yeah,
pretty interesting. I mean, that just goes to show how amazing Tree Dance is with this facet. It is, we already talked about it the other day, but unbelievably good, as we're going to see a concoction onto Gunnar with the acid spray and the blood grenade on top. He is taking a lot of damage, and that should finish him off. So
he's a goner.
Of tying the game 1-1. Very good joke, Cinderin.
Yeah?
Is that an argument?
You could make a case for a hero like Storm, you know, if you have vision, you can always just jump in.
Copy.
He's
going to get punished really hard by BB Team. And
GPK with a celebratory tornado. He was trying to KS it, but Psyche hit too hard. It's,
GPK. He's in the cover of his Ghost Walk right now. Might be going through the gate, but he's going to run into Fly. Or is it the other way around? Yuma on the trees as well. The EMP already being shown, as Fly will likely just be sacrificed. He actually dies to a neutral creep, and instead all the damage being applied to Mr. Nightfall. He's getting all this regen, but it's not enough. He will drop. Unfortunately for Nouns, though, I think they're going to lose both cores in Yuma and Gunnar in the process. So they lose 3 heroes, although again, 1 denied by neutrals.
Yeah, this was, the panel didn't talk about this, but a really big upside to Stampede is that you, as Chen, you can just Stampede right into the neutral camp and die. That apparently was important there. Oh, he just narrowly dodges every spell there on Lelis.
Very nice.
But yeah, good defensive play there from BB Team, really covering up their Alchemist in this safe lane. Which is going to be necessary. This is a textbook Nouns play.
Lelis.
Well, he dodged every spell and then he walked back into them. Oh well.
Yeah, well, he wasn't expecting Banana Boat Team to come back into the triangle area, so they stuck around.
But Gunnar is gonna poke Psyche up here. Just actually will bait out the Chemical Rage. I don't know if they're gonna use that for anything though. Miro.
Oh, copy's gonna be found. Primal split. The Hand of God to keep him a little bit safer. He's gonna try to fight this through. The Stampede is gonna follow through though. And now the cover of Fly is there, and they're going to turn everything on the Miero instead, so a nice turnaround for Nouns. You can see Yuma looking for additional kills here. It's GPK will just casually walk away. The problem is they need several heroes to deal with that. And meanwhile, Gunnar is going to be ganked. By
trouble. No Stampede.
Yeah, Concoction is coming for him as well. This is going to be a very easy cleanup for the battle bots.
There is that kid. There we go. All right, GPK don't miss twice.
Well, meanwhile, Yuma, he does actually disrupt this Ancient stack a bit. Uses his Wukong's command. Not going to lead to an initial kill. Not sure how many creeps they ended up stealing.
He's fast.
Yep.
He's got that Vendetta facet.
Can go through terrain.
Save.
Just going for the kill.
Oh, faking out twice.
Mind Flare wasn't enough, but hey, if you can get your Monkey King a kill at this stage, and maybe the 14-minute Wisdom as well. It looks like it'll be a trade, though.
But the nature of these fights is going to be extremely explosive, so if you're the one who can...
Ouch!
Well, that'll do.
It'll happen from time to time. Of course, you're forcing so many sentries to be built. That's what you tell your team in the pubs as Nyx Assassin.
This is a second death in 16 minutes.
No, he's doing fine.
Completely fine for Nyx.
And I think this facet that they take these days, where you can walk through terrain for the first 10 or so seconds, has been enormous for the hero.
Yeah,
now
because
coming from weird angles.
Not only that, but because it gives you flat move speed, right? It just sets your move speed to haste. Nyx can choose not to buy boots, which is what's happening here, right?
Yeah.
So Lelis is going 2 nulls into straight Dagon.
Looks like Nouns want to try to contest this. They're going to Boundless Strike onto the Beastmaster. The Impale to follow. He's dead. Down goes Miero as Save is being chased by Copy, showing that newly minted BKB. Nightfall does get off the concoction, though, as Lelis should be able to finish this himself just with a casual right-click from the Vendetta. Nice job from Nouns, capitalizing on the attempted Roche take, it looked like, from Beyond Burger Team.
Yeah, and they're going to steal it, too. They're starting to approach some really nice timings. Now, Yuma's going to get his Shard plus Gleipnir completed on the Monkey King. Centaur is halfway to the pipe. And Chen's
remember,
Greaves.
Spike Carapace can always stun Nightfall because of the Radiance.
Yeah.
Did not opt to use it there. Would have been a tough kill either way, as we're going to see the Tornado
Nice damage onto Copy.
into the Chaos Meteor. Not enough for a kill as Lelis.
Want to dive though? They see Lelis.
He is spotted. That's a very tanky Invoker right now, and Lelis slowed to a crawl thanks to the Solar Bind. Yuma's coming in with the Gleipnir, has his Wukong's command. A beautiful boundless strike onto 2 as well. They get 1. It looks like they'll get the second support as well, although the force staff to the other side, the Ice Wall, slowing them as well. As Miero actually in no man's land, focusing everything on this Monkey King. Now GPK and Nightfall are there to assist. The Aegis is down. Concoction hits 2. See, axes will continue to be thrown out. Yuma with the shard already, it seems. We'll go to the end of the boundless strike to disengage completely. So in the end, it's an Aegis for 2 supports.
Now that Alk scales better, I still think his core matchups in this game are really rough. Razor's tough, Monkey King is a very rough one later on, and as you mentioned, Spike Carapace is actually a really big problem.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the, like, back in the day before, I have to hold that thought. Tormentor will be taken out. I don't think Nouns are going to stick around here. Fly will get the shard, although Saika, Mr. Nightfall, will jump in and they get 2 kills. BB team ready for that, as Copy's going to have to BKB and run away. That is really unfortunate for Nouns, and now a little bit of momentum for Bowling Ball team.
Yeah, that's a good hit.
And yeah, back to that Nyx conversation. I mean, back in the day, Cinderin, Nyx was basically picked as a counter to Radiance heroes to force them to buy something else, or Batrider. That was like his identity. That's it.
And Ember.
Yeah, true. Ember was also a good one. So with the Flame Guard.
And Puck. And Storm.
Several heroes. Quite good. Fly remembers this time.
He was actually
have
good
to
against
ponder it in
OD
the grave.
as well, and sometimes you picked it against Lina too.
Okay. Keep going. Don't stop now.
But yeah.
Okay, gets the Tornado off onto Copy. Cold Snap into the Ice Wall. Man, he just cannot go anywhere.
All right, the pace is really picking up now. This is when Nouns need to keep their calm and find some sort of move as a team.
Ooh,
I don't think I've seen it. So this item has really fallen out of favor. You go back a year, we had like 10 different heroes.
They spot Lelis again.
Oh, yeah.
He gets off the Spike Carapace, but it's only a matter of time before he's brought down. And we hear Aurora go off, and that's a dead Centaur.
Oh yeah, we've had Brewmaster by Radiance.
Wow. Well, he's not a tree, so...
Not anymore. He was a moment ago.
Okay.
You need to pay attention when I'm saying things.
Concoction, Nightfall. He's going to try to run into the smoke. Might be stunning himself. He mantas it off, actually. Good timing. GPK stuck on a high ground. He's going to get Gleipnired. There's the Wukong's command, but he gets force staffed out of it.
On the command ends instantly.
And the Wukong's, yeah, he didn't take the other facets, so it's done.
Oh, boy.
And so is Fly. Just like that, it's a 5 versus 4. They're going to try to force this fight in the pit. A double impale into the double hoof stop, with Lelis doing a ton of damage as well. Miero getting really low. Boundless strike into a double kill. BB team, they're going to use a buyback onto Mr. Nightfall. Yuma, oh boy. He's put inside the pit, and it looks like this will be the death of him. So BB team having to expend a buyback, but they still end up winning the fight in a way, and they'll secure second Roche.
Yeah, that's why they call them buyback team.
That's right.
They will get this Aegis onto Psychic. That was, honestly, that was a really good outcome for Nouns with how that started. I thought they were just going to get wiped. Last-ditch effort coming up. Yeah, looking for a flank.
Into an Aegis, mind you. They're heading towards the south, trying to backstab. Save would be a pretty decent pickoff. They're going to run into Toronto Tokyo instead, and he's pretty damn hard to kill, not going to lie. Spike Carapace already used. There's a Wukong's command. Nightfall just casually walks out of it. Lelis and Gunnar super low as the roar goes off onto the Razor, and this is just getting out of control in favor of BB team. Yuma, the BKB TP, will be successful, but the rest of his team are dropping like flies.
So will Fly.
No pun intended on that one for once.
And speaking of bugs, let's kill the last one. I guess Flies, you know.
Yeah, Lelis is dead to the hands of the Bumblebee team, and another buyback comes out, this time from Lelis, but I think the game just ends here, surely. For those mega creeps at the very least.
And they have to throw every buyback at them here. Centaur has to buyback too. They can't wait 15 seconds.
But the Aghanim Scepter, Cinderin, we need to see the workhorse.
We really don't.
The cart would change everything. They get the range racks. There's the initiation from Gunnar into the Gleipnir, but now Gunnar, it's just He just melts, man. He just absolutely melts. Already with the beefy Centaur dead, this will be mega creeps for BB Team. They can just casually do whatever they want now. And, oh, they actually, I think they broke the tree there, so Yuma stunned for an eternity as GG's called. BB Team all over this game number 1.
Yeah, they continue their streak against Nouns. As was talked about on the panel, these teams did meet in the first group stage, which was honestly the most one-sided game of the entire tournament, was that very first game these two teams played when BB Team beat them 24-1.
Lanes are strong, map play is strong, everything about it screams like they should maybe even just win this game.
Is it then the same archetype of game that we're watching here, in terms of Nouns need to just, again, between minute 20 and 30 is going to be the toughest time, they just have to survive?
Getting a big lead and then throwing that lead away and then still winning sometimes out of that. Enough to get a lot of top 3 performances. Is Gunnar, swarm applied to him. Is he just going to tick down to this? Yes, first blood to Nightfall.
I think in part, in some of the matchups that has been picked, teams have been quite good at kiting out the Doom ability. So once it gets cast, they're resetting, they're using their own items. The BKB, they just full reset fights very well. Teams are picking decent saves a lot of the time. Nice body block on Yuma here from Miro. Will actually probably get him killed.
Yep,
what
Yuma
a nice kill.
burning down to the Scorched Earth. Blood grenade to follow though from Flight. Gets blocked by his own creeps. No, not able to get any sort of trade there.
So yeah, teams are doing a better job at dealing with being doomed, and I also think there's a decent part of this hero historically has been since the changes to Scorched Earth, he's been better at laning Gunners. Actually dead.
Yeah, the grasp will take him.
Oh boy, this is a 2K lead minute 5.
Yeah.
This is not looking hot already for Nouns in this matchup.
Maybe the most interesting team in Dota.
Decent damage on Toronto Tokyo. They're bringing it back the other way.
Gunnar,
Gunnar.
oh dear. Third death for him is coming. Nightfall takes it. Yikes. This is not looking good for Nouns. On the other side, I mean, we've seen this from time to time.
But obviously, this hero is one of the highest tempo carries you can possibly have. If you have a good laning stage with this carry in your team, it's one of the best at just continuing to just run the map. Mid lane, GPK.
He's
no
out of mana inside the shards.
That's a big
Nouns
one.
pick up a huge kill. Much needed, because things were definitely spiraling a bit. That's their forte.
If this is late game to you, then...
No, I'm just saying in general.
Has to be
no, you were
bad.
making a general statement. All right, we're going to have a fight right now.
You're misinterpreting it on purpose.
TP from Lelis.
Uh-oh. Miro.
Yeah, Miro. He's going to get stuck in the ice shards. Actually, he's going on
Nice
the aggressive cookie onto 2, but the snowball with 3 heroes inside. Mitigates a little bit of damage to GPK, coming in with the Rolling Thunder. The double jump doesn't fully hit onto Yuma, but I think they'll have the damage to secure the kill at the very least. So 1 kill with all these heroes up here, although it's not over yet. Tornado clips only 1, and Fly looks like he's going to get run down. So double kill for GPK.
Full on team rotation here from the side of BB Team. BB Team will be expanding their lead here even further. This is the makings of a potential one-sided... Okay, they will bring heroes.
Yeah,
well, there's
now
Lelis.
they want to fight. Lelis dies before the fight even begins, it seems.
I mean, that's the thing about showing up as a third health position 4 with level 4, right? If you get spotted by literally anything, you just food. So now they just got a bonus kill and Nouns wasted TPs. They seem, honestly, they seem very stressed out.
Closing in on the Maelstrom, just needs to be delivered. And, I mean, we sometimes see the Gleipnir right away, which it looks like that is the case. Obviously, if you're having a really good game, you can just opt for that. No defensive items needed quite yet. As save going to be spotted, but the Bushwhack will not hit, and now Lelis being pursued by Nightfall. But Burrow Strike, Gunnar trying to walk away. Lelis gets Mortimer kissed, and Poppy.
That's a good cocktail.
Yeah, he's dead as well. So 2 more kills for BB Team. Although they lose.
Fly finds a bit of a trade.
Fly, okay, faking the TP. Great juke.
Yeah. Has Diffusal just fallen completely out of favor? Am I missing something here? Is that not a thing on Pango, or this is your hero?
They don't buy it anymore. As we're gonna see the jump. Miero gets off the Doom. Snowball.
He got buddied.
Where is he going to? To the Doom himself. So eventually the Invoker will fall. Fly actually does get out.
If you're playing against a Nouns team that isn't making the most moves, then that is where you offer them a fight. So You don't have to go to Roche. Their lineup's really good there. Invoker, Sand King in the pit.
Gunner, ooh, okay, just in time,
Nice
blinks
reaction.
out, Rolling Thunder. Not gonna fully connect until now. Mortimer's Kiss is just out of range, but it's gonna go for Lelis instead, and Miero jumps in. Gunner, he's gonna get Snowball safe for now. Back into the Doom, but the Scatterblast just rips off his head. Fly will be next on the list for BB Team. The rest of Nouns get out.
And perhaps they can rely on that to bring them back, but BB Team have overcome their fiercest demon. Even the Tormentor can't stop them now.
Oh, wait, you
Gunner.
spoke too soon. Gunner with the Burrow Strike. Gleipnir's gonna miss because of the Yules. It actually blinks out, might be okay. GPK in the meantime. And they might find him anyway.
Oh, did they not see him there?
And he's dodging quite
they
nicely, but
did
the
see him.
cooldowns eventually will come to bite him, surely. The last right click is indeed enough for Baseball Team, who now have a 12K lead, 14-2 advantage, and the Aegis still for quite a while. And
I will
Copy, it feels
say-
like he's been running around the map in Ghostwalk the entire game. That's what it
Nero
feels
has
like.
BKB.
Yes,
Doom
he does.
Invoker.
Will be dooming. One of the high ground is Copy. Actually does get out. Fly in the meantime will be met by Nightfall, who kills the Courier first, and will get Tusk after
Little
the
extra
fact.
snack.
Delicious.
And Miro will get that kill with the Infernal Blade damage over time. Okay, they've had enough. We have to force something. The unfortunate thing is, I think the conditions are even harder than they were earlier. Now you're fighting into Aegis and an additional 7,000 gold than 5 minutes ago. I guess you have a little bit of a timing with your Windranger BKB.
Gleipnir onto 2, and
She
there's
needs to get it
initiation.
off, though.
GPK with the
Okay.
Rolling Thunder. Nightfall getting quite low, but time lapses, and now Gunner, isolated from the rest of this team, gets an Epicenter off, doing quite a bit of damage, but it's going to be a trade for a Treant Protector at the end of the day. So a 1-for-1.
Not
And
sure
I
if
don't
Lelis
see
is
why
getting
they
out
need
of
to
this
stop
one.
now. Yeah, Lelis is likely a goner. Copy being focused by GPK. Mortimer's Kisses still has that. As the Gleipnir going to hold him in place temporarily. Copy just barely gets away. The dust not going to clip him. Fly, though, not going to be so lucky. So big Brontosaurus team with this Aegis. Should be able to get this tier 2.
So I will say, I understand that Nouns, it's an elimination game and it's really difficult and they're struggling with it. They have to try for something. Or you're just going to keep bleeding. Now they're going to bleed Gunner down here.
Oh, my. All right. Nightfall.
Yeah, the Weaver is pretty strong.
Yeah,
So
I would say so.
he has a lot of net worth.
Copy
And
in Ghostwalk.
he
He's
is-
dead.
He is bye-bye.
Easy kill for balloon busting team, and they are just everywhere. They've really just been on top of things today.
And there's a clear separation in this matchup between the two. Okay, Nouns.
Makes
Hail
their
Mary.
move. They need it.
It is now or never.
Fly breaks the smoke. Instantly stunned. There's a shackle, but Psycho pops the BKB. Miero follows suit. He's going to use the Doom onto the Windrunner, attempting to TP out, but no. No TP for you. And now a double kill for Nightfall as Fly takes a tumble as well. So that was the move from Nouns, and it results in 2 deaths.
But the question is why? Because they weren't necessarily... In this game, the lanes went poorly, so I get it. Like, you're against BB Team, you lose the lanes, and they roll you. That happens to many teams. But in the previous game, the laning stage actually went quite well, and then still... Well, gonna go on to save. He's very tanky. He still has the cookie, too.
Yep. They even pop Epicenter, and they just cannot find anything. Instead, they're going to take Mortimer's Kisses as Miero. Not able to get to the high ground, but GPK will come to save the day. Nice attempt from Fly to save him, but it's not to be this game. Game number 2 has Big Bonanza written all over it. So 2 deaths already for Nouns.
Huma's in
Nightfall
instant
looking
overgrowth.
to clean everybody up. Copy desperately trying to at least find 1 kill in this fight for them. As Save still remaining alive. He gets shackled, finally brought to his knees. But it's a full team wipe. As Nouns miserably lose this fight. Ultra kill for Nightfall. Yep.
Yuma in mid, forcing the BKB here.
The Doom
and
applied.
they're killing him
Couple right
anyway.
clicks
He's just
from
dead.
Nightfall. He's going to tick down eventually. Remember, he still has his Aegis as Gunner taking a beating. He's dead as well. That is the Aegis. Mortimer Kisses being strewn apart. Tarato Toki with a big overgrowth onto 2. And now the Shikuchi in with the extra Geminate attacks. 4 dead for Nouns. And BB Team looking to close this game out in style. Better believe in us, team. It's a couple buybacks for Nouns. And they're gonna go for the barracks, it seems, as GPK with the Rolling Thunder. Ellis is still spotted. Now he's just isolated in a corner. Very Blair Witch Project type of activity here, looking at the wall and dying.
That's not 2 Bs.
That's because it's on Nouns, Cinder, and pay attention. Right. It's gonna be a full team wipe, an eventual GG as they put the Roshan's banner next to the fountain. That's gonna do something. They're styling over them right now. Yeah.
That's what BetBoom are doing right now.
They're saying goodbye to NA. This is the final hope.
These guys don't drink, so they pop the smoke instead of the cork. And it's time to go.
Will be the recipient of this gank, if you want to call it that. 50 seconds of no buyback, a big overgrowth to Toronto, Tokyo to send NA back home. Nice attempted save there from Fly, but it is not to be. Like we've said, well, it's 2 Bs twice, actually, because of BB Team. As Gunner desperately looking for one more kill. GPK
they got one.
Does fall, but it's an ultra kill for Nightfall as the GGs finally come out. And BB Team will continue on while Nouns will not.
5, man.
Yes.
Oh my god.